Hi everyone, it's Rita from Miss Rita to the Rescue. Gosh, it's been a crazy week here, the week before school vacation, also a few days before the holidays, Easter holidays and Passover, and so we've just been humming here with all kinds of excitement. But I didn't want I would be remiss if I didn't come to talk to you a little bit about some Easter cards. I know Easter isn't a huge holiday, as huge a holiday, I should say, commercially as Christmas, but for me, Easter is a more important holiday than Christmas and the Christmas holidays, because it's a celebration of life and everlasting life, isn't it? And also just that amazing feeling of rebirth that happens every spring. So I always make it a point to do Easter cards, because I just feel like, you know, there's such a glut of Christmas cards out there, and we just don't spend as much time celebrating the spring and Easter as I would like. So today I'm going to show you I'm going to give you a file for two cards. This one here, which is I'm going to get up close here. It's a very lovely lace card that it has actually several layers, and I'm going to show you how I put that together using liquid glue. And then also here, you know, you can change that sentiment, but the file I'll give you will have that sentiment in there as well, so you can get some use out of all those great pens you have, right? And then the second card is a very simple card that is dressed up simply because I used some of that wonderful patterned paper that we all collect. And this one has polka dots and an adorable bunny that's done in glitter, and the polka dots are actually glittery, and also a sentiment inside that one. So we're going to go through these two cards today in today's tutorial, so stay tuned. Okay, so today we're going to be doing two different cards. This one is a lace card, and these are both available in, both of these cards are free, available in our Cricut Community. Here's the second one. This one's extremely simple to do, and I don't really need to talk to you about assembling it, but I will give you a quick pointer on this, and that is what I've done is I've taken a patterned piece of cardstock and cut it out with the pattern on the mat, you know, the pattern on the mat. So that way I can score and write on the inside of the card, and when you take it off, you just simply fold it. I mean, that's the beauty of it. I didn't fold it all correctly, but you know, you understand what I'm doing here. And then this is just simply a two-layered piece of a bunny, adorable bunny in glitter that I've cut out and then attached to the backing. And then I will put it on here. And you could use either foam dots, or you can use two-way tape, or you can use regular glue. It's up to you, but all of those would work well. For this project, however, you do need to use a liquid glue. This is the liquid glue that I use, but there are others out on the market. This one is by Tombow. They make a lot of different kinds of adhesives, as well as some really fabulous pens. I'll get in close so you can see it. This particular card is layered. And here's the base of the card, which you just cut out of white. You do the scoring, and you can do the writing, or you don't have to do the writing. That's up to you. And then you have, let's take that sentiment out there. And then you have these three layers, this one being the bottom. This one goes on top, and so it covers a lot of that blue, except for the dots, which I like the way that that works. And then this one goes on top and does the crisscross. And to adhere these all together, you do need, I think, you need a tipped glue, which is what this is. And I would suggest that just being very careful about it. And I don't adhere it to the actual card until I'm done, because, you know, in case that there's some thing I have to go back and do. So so remember your layer, you're making like a sandwich, and the blue is our furthest most layer, and then this green, and then the yellow. So what I would suggest is using this tipped layer and go through, and I know it's a little detailed. I'm going to get this out from under here, but you're simply going to put a very thin layer of glue all along the back of this particular layer. And I do it with I try to follow the lines here, right? And the important thing about this is you do need to get the glue everywhere, right? Because you want it all to lay flat. But you have to be you have to be liberal with the use of your glue. However, you need to not use a whole lot of it. So I'm just pressing a very tiny bit on my glue, and just putting a teeny tiny droplet on all of those leaves, all those petals, right? And well, you get the idea, right? And then turn it over and put it onto the back layer. And arrange it. That's what I like about liquid glue. It gives you a second to arrange it. So much fun, right? And you can press all different areas, and you can come back if you missed a spot. You can come back and put a little bit of glue on that spot. That's just fine. And then you do the same with your yellow piece like this. And you're going to put the glue on the back side and put it there. And then once you have your little sandwich, you then can put it onto your card base like this. As for the saying, the Happy Easter, which obviously you can come up with a different one if you want, or even if you wanted, you could put our bunny there in the middle, but I happen to like this one, and I cut it out in glitter, and be mindful of the fact that it cut out in 2 pieces, which is fine. You know, it's just a matter of making sure you get your placement right. And on the back of these, this is where you're going to come back and use your glue again very carefully and glue all of those fun, fancy loops, and then place it. You know, obviously you're going to do it with much more care than I am, but place it in the middle. And this is just a fun way to use all these wonderful pastel cardstocks that we collect. I collect quite a bit of cardstock, and by adding the glitter, it just gives it that little extra oomph. But I love the layeredness of these cards. They're just so exquisite and flat. Of course, they lay flat, and so they're easy to mail. And that's it. That's it. Very, very simple. Fun. Didn't we have a good time putting these together? Remember, with something like this, it does require a little bit of patience, but that's okay. You can summon up your patience power for something like this quite easily, I think. And then if you are a little short on the patience, how about something that uses the power of printed paper to make a darling little card. So there's, you know, 2 different versions of an Easter card for you. I hope you enjoyed today. My name is Rita. I'm from Miss Rita to the Rescue. If you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. It's growing astronomically and it's wonderful. And I really do want to have you around so you can learn all about working with your Cricut. If you have already subscribed, thank you. And if you wouldn't mind, could you share this with a friend or tell a friend or whatever you'd like, or just even give it a thumbs up? That helps me too, I'm told. So thanks so much for coming today. I hope you have a great day.